Chapter 1: The Whisper Before the Storm. The wind shifted. Grace lay near the tides, listening. Her eyes fixed on the sky. The sky was still blue, but the weight in the air was unmistakable, like the ocean itself was holding its breath. Neve hovered nearby. "Grace, there's a storm coming. A big one." She didn't need clouds to tell her. The sea spoke in ways no map could read. And this sea, the waters around the island, had a voice all its own. Grace often watched for signs of wreckage. Here, in this forgotten corner of the world, storms struck hard, and strangely. Ships shattered against unseen reefs, yet survivors always awoke on shore, blankets around them, fresh water nearby. And more mysteriously, crates and barrels from the sunken ships, food, tools, even journals, would wash up perfectly intact, sometimes before the waves even calmed. "I have to," she said quietly. "Someone out there is about to need help." Chapter 2: The Ripple Beneath. The sun hung high over the quiet cove, casting golden ripples across the water. Grace and Neve drifted lazily between the kelp fronds, collecting shells and laughing at the darting silverfish that nibbled their fingers. For a moment, everything felt still, safe. But Grace's mind wasn't in the moment. It was on Lyra. That wild, fierce-hearted mermaid with storm-colored eyes and a destiny no one dared to speak aloud. Grace hadn't seen her in seasons, not since the day they parted under moonlight with only a whisper and a promise. She'd hidden something for Lyra long ago, the mermaid tear, a gem so powerful it could stir the deep itself. She'd buried it where only someone like Lyra would think to look. "Do you think we'll ever leave this place?" Neve asked, floating beside her. Grace blinked. This island. These shores. Do you think we'll ever be called away?" Grace smiled faintly. "We always are. One way or another." But she didn't tell Neve what she felt, the subtle pull in the tide, like a thread tied tight around her heart. It whispered of Lyra, of something moving beyond the reefs. A ripple that didn't belong. "Not yet," she told herself. "It's not time to worry, Neve." Chapter 3: The Map and the Murmurs. Far across the open sea, beneath a pale blue sky, Lyra stood at the helm of her vessel, wind in her hair, eyes sharp on the horizon. The map she'd stolen from the Great Hall's forbidden library was spread before her, marked with symbols only few could decipher, and even fewer dared to follow. Different pyramids, all in different locations. Hidden beneath waves, buried in sand, or tucked inside jungle-choked islands, each one whispered a fragment of a riddle, a clue leading to the next. And always, they pointed her back to one name. Grace. Lyra didn't know why Grace had hidden the mermaid tears, only that their power could not be left buried much longer. Something ancient stirred beneath the sea, and every pyramid she visited confirmed it. And now far away, Lyra marked an X over the last pyramid, turned into the wind, and set her sails straight for the island's high side of the cliffs on the darker side of the island no one dared venture. Chapter 4: The Fountain Below. Lyra stood at the edge of her ship, where sea spray met mossy stone. Her map had led her here, a forgotten inlet veiled in mist, where the sea hummed with ancient magic. She dug without hesitation, the cold water a welcome embrace. Beneath the waves, time bent. Cracks in the rock gave way to a hidden cavern, its mouth framed by coral and glowing runes. Heart-pounding, she surfaced into an air pocket deep inside the island. The air shimmered with enchantment. In the center of the chamber stood an ancient fountain, carved with spiral glyphs and crusted in salt and barnacle. Water poured upward instead of down, glowing faintly blue. It sang in a language Lyra didn't know, but felt in her bones. She stepped forward, breath shallow. A single drop hovered in the center, the mermaid tear. As she reached out, the drop responded, glowing brighter, sensing her bloodline, her purpose. When her fingers touched it, a pulse of magic surged through her body. Her legs, which had begun to ache from walking too long in her land form, shimmered, and split once more into a powerful tail of silver and jade. A wave of relief washed over her. Without the tear's magic, she might have been stuck, trapped between two worlds. But now she was whole again,